name is Steve Stevens, the best sports consultant money can buy. I make more money betting sports than anybody in the world. I'm the one that tells you who to bet. I'm not a bookie, I'm the bookie killer.
If money talks, then I got a lot to say. I'm on the grind trying to make $100,000 a day. The game that I pick, believe me, it's a winner. What I know could get you rich, cause all I pick is winners. Welcome to Las Vegas. Money talks, money talks. Welcome to Las Vegas.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You're tuned into the VIP Sports Podcast. I'm Darren Otero, a.k.a. Steve Stevens, the bookie killer. Sitting here with my ride-along host, the paparazzi. What's going on, brother?
Well, we did a nice promotion yesterday. You were very generous. You gave out a free game, and you got the Bet on Steve Stevens shirt rocking. And anybody who joined up for that free promo yesterday bet on Steve Stevens and got a winner.
Yes, we did. We got over 1,000 DMs, contacted 350 people, sold like 211 deals. Everybody got their free pick, Utah Jazz money line. Shout out to, more importantly, all the people that had the personal play that received the Dodgers run line yesterday. Very scary at the end there with that home run. Guy didn't obviously touch first base, but, you know, shit happens. We got the run line and got absolutely paid. Personal plays, Poppy, 13-2 in the last 15 games.
Well, obviously, I know how well the personal plays do on a regular basis, but, you know, it was nice for a guy like you to give out a playoff game absolutely free. It was nice to see the guys take advantage of it, and hopefully, hopefully they see the point of this is for you to put something in their pocket for them to get involved, for guys who haven't got involved to work with you, work with your system, and get paid.
I made it very clear yesterday. I said, listen, guys, I'm not a soup kitchen. I'm giving out a free game, and I'm the guy that always preaches free isn't good.
Yeah.
But when you're getting it from the bottom of my heart, giving it as a gift, my hard-earned, plays that I sell for fucking hundreds and thousands of dollars, it's a little bit different than just getting a free pick from the internet. You know what I mean? But I made it very clear to all the people, don't take my free game if you don't have intentions of signing up. The whole idea of the free game is to put some money in your pocket so you have money to sign up for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, to build the bankroll and actually get the full, ride of what we do, and how we help people.
Well, and besides that, how about our Las Vegas Golden Knights? I have to eat a little crow because I thought Colorado would be already over with this series, but our Knights in the town, man, insane.
Absolutely on fire. Shout out to the Vegas Golden Knights. Let's go get that Stanley Cup. We got the Raiders that are going to get pumped up right behind them. And then hopefully we get those Las Vegas A's. Our real estate ain't going down for a long time. If anything, it's going to keep going up.
And I think you're talking about getting me season tickets to the Knights because every playoff game I go to, the Knights win.
Yeah, well, you better make sure you're at Thursday's game, you and fucking Veronica.
Yes, me and Veronica will both try.
How about this one, right? We had 4 seats to the game. We were all together, right? Veronica, her husband, and then I had 2. Well, I didn't end up going. I gave mine to my son, Sean, and one of his buddies. Who do you think's sitting right next to him?
I know, because I got the picture from Veronica.
Derek Carr, the guy that I have destroyed and talked shit about on about 11 podcasts. Would have been great for me to be sitting right there next to him. You know me, I would have represented mine. I wouldn't have disrespected him by any means, but you can bet your ass he's seen those videos and know everything that I've said.
I sent Veronica a couple texts at the game because I was there as well, and I told Veronica, make sure you leave with your husband, Ed, not with Derek Carr.
Yeah, no doubt. But anyway, guys, today is June 9th, podcast number 318. Our show, guys, this is going to be released on Instagram. We're back on YouTube, thank God, on Friday.
That's right.
So the podcast will be completely back to normal. I said it before, I'll say it again. We ended up getting a strike on our channel because YouTube does not allow us to promote any offshore gambling as a sponsor of our show. Basically costing me a bunch of money. I don't know what snitch turned me in, whether it was Purse Boy or this guy, some hater, because we did 300-something episodes doing it and nobody ever noticed. And then all of a sudden, it is what it is. But, God bless it. We'll keep doing it on Instagram for our sponsors. I think I'm actually going to start doing the Sports Minutes every day on Instagram to give our sponsors some love, so they'll be happy as well.
Yes.
And we will comply with YouTube, get our show back on schedule.
We've got lots of stuff going on, guys, in the process and everything, so you're going to be seeing a lot of new stuff, a lot of different stuff, and just bear with us. put your likes in, your comments in, share with us, and let us know what you guys like and don't like.
Yeah, and won't have a chance because we were not doing our podcast till Friday. I want to give a shout out to my baby girl, Aubrey L. Notero, whose birthday is on Friday. My baby girl turned 6. Happy birthday, baby. I love you, and I can't believe you're already turning 6, man.
It's amazing.
Little D was born on Money Talks. Here they are, 6 and 8 years old. Little D's going on his 5th year of baseball. He's got a training coach right now where he's turning into a pitcher. You know D's a lefty.
Yes.
And he has got a cannon on him, so hopefully we can get him focused. But anyway, we got a great show for you guys today. Get a hold of us, 877-220-6540. Go to our website, VIPSportsLasVegas.com. Put your phone number in our website. We'll get back with you with a free pick. How can they follow us, Poppy?
Well, go to us. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at VIPSportsLV. If you don't want to call, direct message Steve about doing business, and you will hear back from him immediately. We will not DM or spam you about contests or promotions. So if you get contacted by an account with Steve's picture that says they are him, look for that blue check mark first for your own safety. If you want to subscribe to the podcast on YouTube or wherever you listen to the podcast, click that bell on YouTube to receive notifications on all videos we post. And we greatly appreciate your thumbs up, and we do read all of your comments.
Let's get right into it. Kevin Durant, Donovan Mitchell, and James Harden were among the favorites to win the NBA regular season MVP, but our boy Denver Nuggets big man, Nikola, and he is no Djokovic because dude is balling out of control, also known as the Joker, wins the NBA MVP. Shout out to the Joker out there.
Yeah.
Like I said, you ain't no joke. You definitely let the mic smoke. He's murdering these fools.
Yeah.
Now, after seeing Kevin Durant's last performance, though, guy is no joke. Give me the fucking ball. I'm going to get the job done.
Yeah.
I mean, I said it before. I like Brooklyn to get the job done. We'll see. So the Joker was a plus 4,000 long shot at DraftKings. Averaged 27 points, 11 rebounds, and over 8 assists per game at the center position. The Joker is the first center to win the NBA MVP since Shaquille O'Neal back in 2000. 21 years since a center has won.
You know, when the MVP vote comes down, you've got a lot of different guys with a lot of different stats. I don't know how you can say Steph Curry doesn't deserve the MVP because he definitely had a season where he does. James Harden was hurt a lot and plays with 2 other superstars, so I take it away from him. But there's a lot of great players. You can't say that Jokic doesn't with those stats. I mean, Luka Doncic over there in Dallas had an amazing season with his stats, and he deserves it just as much as anybody else. But congratulations to the Joker. He definitely deserved it. Can't take anything away from him.
Right over to boxing, people are asking me, what's my reaction to the Money May fight? Like I said, he robbed a bank. Real fucking simple, guys. I told you it was going to be easy work for him. Told you he was going to go in and grab a quick $100 million, and that's exactly what my boy did. I did say the best value in that fight was going the distance, didn't I?
You did.
And sure enough, it did. How do you think Chad Johnson did in his boxing debut, Poppy?
I think Chad went out and had a respectable performance. I think he hung in there pretty well. I think he was knocked down once. I was at the Knights game, so I didn't get to see all of that fight. But from what my friends told me and reading some comments, I think Chad did pretty well for himself.
What Johnson's saying now is that he wants Conor McGregor next. And
No.
I don't think you do. I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
He wants the money. He wants the shine.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you right now, you ain't beating Conor McGregor.
No.
Sorry. That dude is an absolute beast. And that guy went in a real boxing match with Floyd, made it the distance. He did get drowned in the end, but Chad Johnson against Conor, I'll take Conor McGregor all day
Conor
long.
McGregor is a world champion. Conor McGregor is one of the top in his sport. Listen, Chad, there's some entertainment value to this. You don't go on asking for the top dog because Floyd and Conor doing something is totally different than Chad Johnson and Conor doing
Correct.
something.
Now,
Very
do
different.
you even think Conor would take that fight? And if it did happen, do you think that fight would even go?
I think if Conor was able to make $100 million like Floyd, then yes, Conor would take that fight. But no prayer.
You just hit it on the other side. Even if they said it, it would not go because it's Floyd Mayweather and his name and his legacy, which allowed the people to watch it and make the money and get the pay-per-view sales. I don't think Conor would carry this on his own, and I don't think anybody would want to see Chad against Conor. I know I don't.
No, and Conor would kill Chad. It's not even a.
No doubt about it. But Conor loves his money.
Yes.
If they could promote that the right way and grab him a quick $50-100 million, he would do it for sure. It would be easy work for him, no doubt about it.
Very easy.
I don't see it happening. COVID's over. A lot of women out there, a lot of married women, a lot of women in general just want to get pounded out. You know what I mean?
People
They're tired
are
of the same old
People are
dick.
out and ready.
Oh, yeah, they are. They've been having that same, if they were locked up with somebody for COVID and had that same old dick, they're ready to get exploded.
Oh, yeah.
And you want to make sure that you accomplish that goal. So, you can get a few things out of it. Anyway, Wednesday, we got Denver at Phoenix. Game number 2. Phoenix leads that series 1-0. Denver is getting plus 6 points in game 2. The total is 222.5.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Game 1 hit the over, and Denver is 7-1 to the over in the last 8 games.
I mean, Denver's previous series was against Portland, another high, fast, good shooting team. So maybe take that with a grain of salt. But even the previous games that Denver played against Phoenix were high scoring. But you did have Jamal Murray in there, and you had the backup there in Denver. I just can't think of his name right now. Point guard there as well. They're both out for the season. So you take a little bit of firepower away from Denver. Game 1, Phoenix absolutely smacked them in the mouth. Phoenix could not miss, on the shooting end. They shot 52% in the first game.
They could miss. First half, they were cold. They came back second half and blew the doors out.
I mean, they shot 52% for the game. Do you think they're going to be able to shoot 52% for the game tonight? I don't know. Do you think Denver's going to play better and not get blown out by 30-something? I think they're going to play better. I think you look at the total tonight. I think Denver will play better. 6 points, a lot in a playoff game.
Yep. Thursday, Brooklyn at Milwaukee, Game 3. Brooklyn leads 2-0. Injuries, James Harden missed Game 1 and Game 2. Brooklyn is plus 3.5 in this game despite winning comfortably in the first 2 games. I mean, guys, read between the lines there. Brooklyn is no fucking joke. Brooklyn is an El Scorcho like 11-1 against the spread in their last 12 games.
Yeah, do you think the sportsbook played around? I know you had the info, but do you think the sportsbooks played around making Milwaukee a 1-point favorite at Brooklyn in Game 2?
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
And so they were trying to sell it off Harden not playing, no doubt about it. They forget Durant's one of the best players in the NBA. With Kyrie, they have enough to beat anybody playing in fucking
And guys, I hold my hat out when I'm wrong and everything like that. Even though I can't stand Kyrie, the guy's playing great. Brooklyn is playing great. The offense that Steve Nash has been able to put together, they play so well because of the way they move the ball. They move the ball inside to Blake Griffin, outside to Joe Harris. Kyrie does his thing. Durant does his thing. Harden does his thing. They've got a great team. They move the ball well, offensively. So my hat's off to them. They look very much like the team to beat.
The over-under in that game is 234.5. First 2 games both went under because of Milwaukee's inability to hit 3-point field goals. Here's the question. Should Milwaukee take less threes and try to score more points in the paint with Giannis and Lopez? Of course. And Giannis looked like he wanted to go to the hole every fucking time, but at the same time, he knows he's getting fouled and can't shoot free throws worth a shit.
Yeah, every team in the NBA should take a lot less threes. I don't know why, this league has gone to every guy in the NBA thinks they should just hoist up threes all game, every day. I can't stand watching it. I miss basketball from the 80s and 90s where it was physical. This shit here today, it's pop 3-pointers all game. Any little thing is a flagrant foul. It's sickening to watch for me, but that's what we have today.
Giannis can go to the hole anytime he wants to.
Exactly.
Like he said, he can't shoot free throws, so it's like a double jeopardy there. What do you do?
I understand.
I'd much rather take him shot going to the hole and trying to get some free throws than him posting up threes nonstop.
And getting the other team in foul trouble and opening up for his teammates maybe to get some wide open threes. That's the way you play basketball. You don't
and that's
just
how you
for
shoot
threes.
your team out of the game.
Correct.
Real
I
simple.
100% agree.
Here's my question, like I said. So what is your answer? So you're saying that they should go to the hole more or slow down on the threes?
They should 100% go to the hole more.
No doubt about it. I agree.
The NBA as a whole should go to the hole more.
Yeah, exactly. Tell that to LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron too.
That guy can get to the hole anytime he wants, but he just wants to pass.
A physical specimen. I have no problem with LeBron wanting to pass. I believe that's good. But correct, LeBron, when you can control a game and you find you can go to the hole uncontrollably.
You take control like Durant did, like Michael Jordan used to. You go there and get it fucking done.
Correct. When you have
you got to do it by yourself, do it.
Correct. You have that advantage, you take advantage of it.
Yeah, you don't leave the game twice when you're losing on some bitch fucking tantrum. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, the recap, Utah Jazz were minus 3-point favorites on Tuesday night at home, and the total was 221.5. The result, obviously, Utah Jazz got the job done. They won by 3, which was a push on the spread.
And the total 222.
Exactly. But if you had had that inside information with Steve Stevens, you'd have bet that money line minus $1.40 and got the job done.
Yes. We hammered the money line last night. Utah at times was up 10, 15 in that game. The Clippers actually were up 15
Up
at a time.
13 at the half.
Yeah, that's right. The Jazz came back. The Jazz were up 10 at times, and the Clippers came back to make that game very interesting at the end, betting-wise, for anybody betting.
Of course. It was like having sex without busting a nut. Landed right on the number. It was worthless.
Now, you and I love watching Steph Curry. I've made a point here that I love watching Damian Lillard. We love watching Jason Tatum. Donovan Mitchell. Another guy that just I love watching the guy.
He's a beast, no doubt about it. Thursday, we got Clippers at Jazz, game number 2. Yes. Let's recap. Philly was minus 6.5-point favorites at home on Tuesday against Atlanta, which we had Philly. The over-under was set at 225. The result, Sixers won and covered 118-102, and the game hit the under. Friday, it's Philly at Atlanta, game 3.
And I know you have a big play on this game coming up Friday, so I don't want to talk too much of it. Joel Embiid was back. He did not play in Game 1. He did play here in Game 2, and it made a lot of difference. You got Trae Young in this young Atlanta team that's playing very, very good basketball, but they definitely need to call 877-220-6540 because if the information you have holds on this game, I know you're going to have a big play in that game.
Well, if you want to know where I'm absolutely cleaning the fuck up, it's going to be in this next second segment here, Poppy.
Yes.
And that's the Major League Baseball segment. As soon as Monday, umpires will receive pregame scouting reports on pitchers using foreign substances.
Wow.
Yeah, you think? I mean, they should have been getting them reports constantly.
Yeah.
Here's the story. The MLB is cracking down on the foreign substances. The MLB plans on having umpires heavily involved in the policing the process. That would include 8 to 10 checks per game on both position players and pitchers as they see fit. Umpires will be provided with scouting reports on how pitchers try to use foreign substances during games. These reports were actually built with the help of current players.
Well, if we knew that we had foreign substances this whole fucking time, why are we waiting until right now to get involved?
Yeah, and not to mention these current players that are having their little bad hitting streak and all these haters, just like they are in my industry.
Yeah.
Now they're blaming it on something. Just get your fucking game tight and don't worry about their substances.
It'll be interesting, though. Let's see if somebody, we had a very successful pitcher or something, all of a sudden drop off here.
Exactly, yeah.
It's
So
going to be interesting
I'm curious to see what's going to happen for sure. Milwaukee Brewers are a hot team with a lot of value. Milwaukee is 10-1 straight up in their last 11 games. Milwaukee is also 9-2 against the spread in their last 12 games. Milwaukee is also 17-9 straight up as dogs this season. I've said it before. I've said it again. I tell people that I'm hitting 68% in baseball. With underdog value added into that, it's equivalent to like 78, 79%. It's through the roof. The underdog value in baseball is just like no other. You can't get it in any other sport.
No, and you also get a lot of, misvalued lines and everything like that because so many people are concentrated right now on the NBA playoffs and the NHL playoffs. You find some of those snafus where you can take some major advantage of, and that's why people need to call you.
Team I've been taking advantage of is right here on our next list, the Boston Red Sox.
On fire.
Boston Red Sox, winners of 5 straight, and are keeping pace with the Tampa Bay Rays in the AL East, just 1 game back. Said it last podcast, Yankees better get their shit together before they find themselves 10 games back.
And that's what's going to happen. I mean, Tampa Bay and Boston are silently really running away.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. It's still early, but the Yankees are now 7 games back, Poppy, of first place. Tampa Bay in the AL East after their 4th straight loss. The only real betting value is fading the New York Yankees in the divisional games. The Bronx Bombers are just 11-24 against the spread in the AL East. Here's my question. If New York finishes the season with a losing records, should they fire manager Aaron Boone?
Yes.
I think they should have already fired him, regardless of the record.
I mean, they definitely have injury problems, so you have to factor that in. But in New York, it's high expectations.
Yeah, it is.
And
they expect you to show up clean-shaved, suited up, booted up.
Right.
So, yeah, you would figure you'd have the same standards with your head coach to fucking
Correct. You don't deliver, regardless of the excuses, you're out of there.
Remember, every team has professional players.
Correct.
It's up to the coach to make them play on an all-star level.
Correct. And if you remember a few years ago when the Yankees were almost in a rebuilding mode, they brought a lot of young guys up, remember?
And they were killing it.
Correct. They were very successful.
Yes, they were. They were murdering it with their no-name players.
Figure it out,
A lot
Aaron
of no-name players got contracts out of that season.
Figure it out, Aaron Boone.
Weekend series, Padres at Mets. These 2 teams played last weekend in San Diego. They split the series 2-2, with the Padres winning on Thursday and Friday, while New York took Saturday and Sunday. Here's some stats. In their 4-game set last weekend, both teams combined to score just 21 total runs in 4 games. The trend, Mets are 15-5 to the under at home in the first 5 innings. Guys, don't forget about that first 5.
Well, here's another thing. Speaking of 5 and speaking of the New York Mets and the Padres, it came back in my memories the other day, a 5-year anniversary of the big skipper being on the paper and the baseball card of Bartolo Colon hitting that home run, the only home run he ever hit as a Met against San Diego, down in San Diego. Skipper was sitting front row on the dugout.
What do you mean? He made the front page of the paper.
He made the front row of the paper, and they made a special baseball card of Bartolo hitting that home run.
And Skip's in the background.
Skip is on that baseball card. So
Yes,
shout out
he
to the
is.
Skipper, 5-year anniversary.
My dude.
Yeah, it was a fun moment here at VIP Sports to hear that and see that. And
Yes, it
we
was.
appreciated it.
Giants at Nationals. Giants are 9-3 with a plus 23 run differential since being swept by the Dodgers back on May 23rd. And they took 3 of 4 off the red-hot Cubs this past weekend. The Giants do not need to get healthy and need to stay healthy. 4 key players are injured currently, including our boy Mike, Evan Longoria. Here's some stats. In their last trip to the East Coast, the Giants hit the under 3 of 4 games against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Like I said, I knew last night when the Dodgers played the Pirates that they would probably get the job done. And they did. Cubs actually came back and won last night. So
The Giants also got the job done last night, 6-4 over there in Texas. Right now, the trend, the Giants are 39-20 against the spread. The Nationals are 20-8 to the under when they are listed as underdogs. You know, the Giants.
Say that again.
The Nationals are 20-8 to the under when they are listed as underdogs.
As underdogs, guys. So you want to take them as an under when they're listed as underdogs. I mean, that's a pretty good big stat, 20-8.
Now, here's a question for you. Do the San Francisco Giants not seem like they have the same exact team and same players every year? Do they not seem like they've had this set of players like for the last 10 years?
They always put a good team. Listen, don't count the Giants out.
I
Them
don't.
motherfuckers are no joke, and they can definitely get it done. But when it seems that they're in position to get it done, like against the Dodgers in the last weekend series, you would think that they would perform, and they just don't. So I don't know. Like I said, this is going to be a good year
I agree.
of who wins the World Series. It's not going to be somebody who everyone thinks it is.
Right.
That's
It's not.
for
It's
sure.
not those guaranteed teams like we always think.
Dodgers, Yankees,
Yeah.
Boston, or who they think there's going to, get the job done. I don't know. Houston Astros have taken a lot of heat because of their fucking little conspiracy fucking fraud that they had and all that type of shit. But I don't think the Astros should have too much problems with the Minnesota Twins.
No.
You got Houston at the Twins. Houston Astros were heavily trending to the over, but Houston's pitching was excellent in their series at home against Boston last week and also on the road at Toronto this past weekend. Houston is playing Boston again, but this time in Boston. Keep an eye out on their pitching in this series to see if it stays hot going into the weekend series in Minnesota against the Twins.
And Minnesota is a baffling team. I mean, one day they look great, and
Next
the next
day,
game,
correct.
like shit.
They get murdered, worst team in the league. Next day, they score fucking 11 runs.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. They got some power hitters over there. Here's some stats. Except for an occasional shutdown pitching performance, Minnesota Twins have been an excellent over team at home. The Twins have hit the over 9 of their last 11 games at home. That's a great trend, guys.
It is.
NHL playoffs. People keep asking me my thoughts on the Golden Knights. I said it before. I said it again. I think they win the Stanley Cup. The Knights are legit. We got past the fucking Wild. You thought they had no chance against Colorado because Colorado's a rough-em-up fucking team. And we got the job done without Reeves last night. Now, answer me this. Why the fuck was Reeves benched last night?
I have no idea. There's a lot of different players that should have been benched over Reeves. Reeves had a 2-game suspension because in Game 1 he went and took care of business when we really needed something.
I'm just saying, is this coach just an all-out weirdo? Do you not forget last year when he benched Fleury, the best motherfucking playoff goalie
and
in the
gave
fucking...
Robin Leonard a huge contract?
And gave him a big contract, and the guy's sitting there bipolar in the fucking box doing nothing.
Yeah.
That guy, we don't need him. I guess he's a good backup. But we paid him way too much money where we could have got another player.
I went to both home playoff games here in this round against Colorado. My first thought is the Knights and Colorado should never be playing in this round. This should be the Western Conference Final. It's a joke the way they lined up the playoff seedings this year. Okay?
Yeah.
That's number one. Listen, guys, the Knights, the way they looked against Colorado in Game 1 and the first part of Game 2, definitely would make me take Colorado all day. However, the Knights definitely changed it up. Whatever they've done to make their adjustments, They look like a completely different team. I was 100% wrong. And like you, I'm hoping that we can finish the series off Thursday and get ourselves to the Western Conference Finals.
No doubt. Tampa Bay Lightning pitched, a shutout last night on the road in Carolina. Tampa Bay won 2-0. The Lightning won the series 4-1. Tampa Bay is looking to win back-to-back Stanley Cups. Pittsburgh Penguins are the last team to repeat as a Stanley Cup champion in 2016.
I've been telling everybody on the podcast before the playoffs started, Tampa was getting key players back. They would make a huge run, and they look to be the team to beat, honestly, in my opinion.
No, I agree. Pittsburgh is also the only team to repeat in the salary cap era as well. Wednesday, Bruins at Islanders, Game 6. New York leads 3-2. This game is in New York, and the two previous games in the series played in New York went under in the first period. Don't forget about these first period totals, guys. Call now. You take advantage of one of those promotions, you're going to get those first period totals. In New York, these teams scored just 8 goals total in both games combined, and both games hit the under. Colorado at Vegas Knights, Game 6, Thursday night. Let's go Vegas Knights.
And just quickly, guys, I did give you the winner of the Belmont, and Essential Quality won that. Bob Baffert has been suspended for 2 years in Kentucky from entering horses. However, yesterday he did file a lawsuit against the Kentucky Thoroughbred Racing Commission saying that there was something wrong with the test and what he did was not an illegal substance. And again, let me tell you guys, did the horse test positive? He did, but this is not some huge enhancing substance. It is a therapy substance that a lot of trainers use. So this is not some big thing against Bob Baffert, but looks like it's going to be in court, and they're trying to take the Kentucky Derby away from him. He's trying to keep it there. So it'll play out in court.
And I want to end it like this. Throughout the whole COVID series, I was all about people getting help, assistance, whether you needed to get unemployment, whatever. My job was to keep your guys' spirits up, keep you motivated through tough times. But now it's time for me to relay another message, okay? COVID is over. Everything is opened back up, and there's more jobs available than there's ever been in the history of the United States. So for you guys out there still on unemployment, still looking to get a fraudulent PPP loan, don't want to work, lazy, on their ass, and looking for a guy like me to feel sorry for, you eat a fucking dick. Get your lazy ass the fuck up. Go find a job. There's more $20 an hour jobs out there than there's ever been in the history of the United States with incentives. People don't want to go back to work. These Lyft and Uber drivers, I can't even get a goddamn Lyft because these guys want to stay on unemployment and get free money. Well, I tell you what, guys, that shit is all over. Go back on the fucking grind, get back focused, get back motivated, and do whatever it takes to get the job done. You can accomplish anything you put your mind to it. I'm living proof of that. But I do not feel sorry for anybody right now that's doing bad. There's too many jobs out there available. There's too much assistance. If you're in a rental house, you're getting government assistance to get your rent all catched up. If you own a home, there's a lot of things out there to get you all caught up. Nobody's losing their houses like was expected. People that are in rentals are still in their rentals. People that own homes are getting assistance to keep their home. So now all you got to do is get back out there and get on the grind and work and feed your fucking family and being a grown-up man or woman. The money's out there to get. Best believe you better go get it. Stay focused, stay motivated, enjoy life. COVID is behind us now. Everything is starting to open up. Take advantage of it. Realize how good life really is. Because we've been through one of the worst years that we've ever fucking had. I know I have. All of our children have had mental health issues. Everybody in the United States, around the world, has had mental health issues. But now it's time to pull out of it. Go get yourself involved in something positive. Go find you a job better than the one that you had pre-COVID and go explode. Go make 2021, 2022 the best year you've ever had. And it's out there for the taking. Best believe you better fucking take it. And as far as the sports business, guys, I'm on fire. You need to call me right now. Nobody's winning like I am. Nobody's doing what I'm doing, and that's absolutely getting paid. Remember what I've said in every podcast. Do not let the players be the only ones to get paid. It's a $1 trillion industry, and you deserve your fair share, and I'm here to help you get it. On behalf of VIP Sports, myself, Big Scotty, Paparazzi, the VIP crew who's kicking ass, we love you guys, and more importantly, we love you. Look for us back on podcast on YouTube on Friday. We love you.